It's Strictly Football Podcast, the ultimate Botswana's #1 football value chain conversations platform. Yo, welcome to the second episode of It's Strictly Football. We're back again with my boy O.
Yeah, the biggest O in the country, man.
Yeah, man. On a sad note, we received the news of the passing of Brasten, the legendary national team coach, the legendary local coach, a great man indeed who passed on, I believe, sometime last week, Thursday or Friday morning. Sad news indeed, man.
Yeah, very, very sad news, man. He's a great coach. He was a great coach. History from club level to national team. Yeah. I think we all know what he's the first man to qualify our national team to the AFCON 2012. Yeah. Very, very sad news. Condolences to his family, friends, beloved ones, and the football fraternity at large.
Yeah, no, we have lost that. He has done his part. He has given us one of the biggest, the best moments in the history of our football. He passed on at 68 years, born in 1957. May his soul rest in peace.
May his soul rest in peace.
A number of statistics or facts about him. The man was legendary indeed.
Yeah, well, right, it's a big loss, and we're not doing history justice because very soon some of these names will be forgotten, but these are names that deserve to live on forever. I remember his team in 2011 won the CAF Award, National Team of the Year. So that's just some of he won multiple leagues, I think, with PDF 11. He also coached that Mohodisan Fighters team that was very strong. Remember, Bright inherited the team from him in '98 because he's been around. He coached Zebras, and then Vaseline came and took the structure over from him. After Vaseline left, Colin Rowe came in. After Colin Rowe, he came in again and took the team. So really, he was always really in and around the circles of our national team and the National League, because you remember his BDF 11 team dominated quite significantly as well. So he's a well-accomplished man. Maybe the biggest thing is he was not very outspoken. So like I said, we're at the risk of forgetting just how impactful and how influential he was to our football. But may his soul rest in peace. Such a legend, man. A great legend.
Yeah, I have to concur with you, mate. I think Hare his flowers as much as we should have as a country. Yeah, he's done very well. Man. National team was on the low before he came in. Like Med said, by the time in his turn, because he take a couple of times, but that time in the permanent coach, Hare win Team of the Year, right? Yeah, no, he's done brilliant work.
Okay, also shout out to the Premier League. I know they've introduced that the matches from Friday at 68th minute, there will be some moment of silence for them. So shout out for that honor. And also fact check, what about the memorial services?
I think memorial services will be today at 2:30 on the 29th April at 2:30 at National Stadium. That's where they're going to have the memorial service, man.
Yeah, and I think Botswana Football Association has shared details regarding Boma Tsidiso and the burial. It should be in 37 in this coming weekend. So I believe the football fraternity will be there to say their goodbyes to the legendary stand. Yeah. May his soul rest in peace.
Okay. May your soul rest in peace. Sir, we salute you.
Yeah.
Moving on with the show. We did the first show, gents. What's your take on the first show?
Yeah, we did the first show. I think the reception has been quite good. We take both the suggestion it's for the people, right? Yeah, we are doing it for the people, for the football family at large. So we are very happy for the support that we've enjoyed so far, and we are looking forward to more meaningful, fruitful conversations with football people, be it fans, be it administrators, coaches, and whoever have an interest in football. We are very happy with your support, your encouragement.
Okay, sure. The last time I checked, the numbers were sitting at around 12 points. Why am I saying 2, man? At around 12.6k views on our Facebook platform. We just opened it 6 days ago. Remember, we posted our first clip 6 days ago.
Yeah.
So if in 6 days you are sitting there, it really looks like Botswana have embraced this, and we are willing to give them more and more and more of this.
Yeah.
So we kick it off. The Letsile versus Yamal. There were some awards, Maloba.
The Loras
World Sports Awards.
Yeah.
There is this award here, the Breakthrough.
Yeah.
Breakthrough of the year.
Yeah.
Last year, in Jude. It was Bellingham who took it last year. Yeah. So this year, the eyes were mostly on the war and the young Barcelona star.
Yeah.
And what's your take?
Tebogo had a great year, man. I think the world saw Tebogo with the Olympic. He had a brilliant year. He got us our first gold. He was great. Lamine was great as well. Having said that,
they were all great. No one is greater.
No one is great. Tebogo is greater, man. Come on. Tebogo is greater. Lamine Yamal didn't win the league last year. He didn't win the Champions League. Tebogo won an Olympic gold. In my opinion, Tebogo should have took the award. That's my humblest opinion right now.
Okay.
I think Tebogo was his, man.
Okay. Do I have to have an opinion though? I don't know, man. For me, it comes the question of athletics maybe versus football. Yeah. For me, it comes the question of athletics versus football.
Yeah.
But we can't take anything away from Tebogo. We can also take anything away from Yamal. I think they both had brilliant seasons.
Yeah.
I would have still given it to Yamal.
On what basis, man? Tebogo got a gold. He got a medal again, got the 4x4 relay, man. Because ultimately, what do you win? It should matter. Because if you remember,
the kid has been brilliant on national duty. The kid has been brilliant.
Before Jude Alcaraz won the Breakthrough of the Year, what I got tennis, because he had a brilliant year. He was winning matches. Yeah.
All the nominees had a brilliant year. We have to be honest with them.
No, Tebogo won match.
All the nominees had brilliant.
When we talk Olympics, man, this is the ultimate when it comes to athletics and whatnot. This is the ultimate. You can't go higher than that.
That's the thing.
The kid came to the
Olympics when it comes to athletics.
Yes.
What about football? Football has a lot of platforms. Man. The national team, the Champions Leagues, everything.
Oh, Lamine won the Euro, and he did well. He won the Euro. Okay.
The kid has been Barcelona.
Yeah, but having said that, Tebogo still.
You saw how it was even mesmerizing Real Madrid just some fortnight ago.
Yeah, no, he's a brilliant kid.
And he said something very provocative. What did he say? He said something to Real Madrid, man, that people are not happy about.
He doesn't feel pressure.
So even if they can score,
there's a lot of the pressure going to way back. I think, but I like his mentality.
Yeah.
He has mentality to a winner.
You think it's a Neymar mentality? Do you see Neymar in him, or because he says Neymar is his idol anyway?
I mean, Neymar is Neymar, man. Neymar is Neymar. Mati, na ren la like Milo halo puta kote. But no, he's a blame.
Check out that statement from him. It was an interesting statement. They're talking about how even if Madrid scores, they are sure they're gonna score.
Yeah,
but to be honest, the kid had a brilliant season. I'm biased. That's why I'm not speaking so much, because I'm Barcelona at the end of the day. So
yeah, I'm
biased, but I'm also in Botswana for Tebogo. Yeah. But all the best to him. And we know all the best of Tebogo has been signing a lot of great deals. He's really up there. The kid is going places.
He's recently signed with
Big up to him.
Eh? Yeah, I think it's a major endorsement. Major endorsement.
Yeo ke a lona ba le reng re bua thata ka bolo gongwe re buele ka di sports tse dingwe. So we have tried by all means to do that. So yeah, we'll keep on giving flowers to people who deserve flowers. No matter what kind of sport it is, we'll always create some time for them as well, right?
Yeah, it's important, especially when it's uplifting mostly our people, our sports people like Tebogo. Tebogo is doing well. Like Wanana we do well, yeah. So we need him as good as.
He needs to be on form now.
Yeah, he needs to be on top form. But I trust the dude. I trust the dude.
Yeah, big up. I said something to you earlier, Rebecca, Orange FA Cup. Orange FA, then I said something on this slide. I said, ORAPA is out as expected. And you said, I'm a hater.
Yeah.
Why did you say I'm a hater on that part?
That's why you expected them to lose. They were playing against the lower league division side. I personally, and I believe a lot of, by the way, Akile gave me ya rola they are not one le Holy Ghost.
Yeah.
Orange FA Cup.
Yeah.
Ke kopane lo bua ne.
Okay.
We talk a lot of English in this podcast. I return it down.
Okay, ha di coach obu re tla bua Setswana.
But we also
Reso o rapa ejilwe.
ORAPA Izilwe, I think ORAPA, they haven't been in good form.
Thank you.
For the past 7-8 games, they've been losing games like nobody's business.
Bro, why are you saying games? ORAPA hasn't been really good for a very long.
But if you remember,
why are we being modest about it?
No, yeah.
Fensega, why are we being modest about it?
What
did they do? They beat rollers and they come.
Rollers back to back, but hey, they've been on a downward
spiral, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if the curve really affected them or what, because maybe the assignment was just too big for them at the time. I don't think they had the pool of squad.
No,
they had issues with finances and resources.
Yeah, there were a lot of
firings that were done
in that camp. Yeah. And I feel like over the past 2 or 3 years, they've been losing better quality than the quality that they're bringing in. So ultimately, the squad weakens in terms of quality. They need to up their game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so who's taking it? The Orange FA.
Yeah. Rolas is out. ORAPA is out. G is out. I think it's Center Chiefs to lose. Okay. It's theirs to lose. Baba Dilo Walap Halapi United.
What was that lineup?
What was that lineup?
Lineup where like did he have to go for the kill?
But what the team? 8-0, man.
What was it? Dude, I have it here. Coach Piro, I'm sorry, I have your lineup here. I had this lineup here. You can have a look at this.
It was a raining goals, man.
But we have this is a team that plays rollers any day.
Zulu, Khositile NST, Samunzala, Tatanyane, Monty, Kubani scored 5, man. Scored 5.
5.
Ronald Fortune scored 3. This was, and then they moved again. That was a crazy lineup for Palapi United. But I think it was a good thing. You respect football. You respect your opponent.
But they respect football. That's a statement that we are coming for this.
Yeah,
maybe they're looking for a possible.
You respect your opponents. You understand?
Yeah.
However, it's already they are lesser than you. Because at the end of the day, it's 11 men versus 11 men.
But
like you see right now, ORAPA you do my guy.
Yeah.
So these guys never saw they.
But on that note, tell me something. I have a pool of what 25 players who I believe are good players than my team.
Yeah.
But normally in the league, you're probably going to use 15 or 18
20, yeah.
So when you have...
Then you have fringe young players.
Yes, when you have Orange, like FA Cup like this, and you are playing a smaller team, smaller in terms of the division anyway, isn't that the time that you may be tempted to change the squad to give the other guys a chance?
No, it can be that, but I think at the end of the day, the objective is for this season. I think right now, Mahosi is putting all their eggs more basket in Orange. I think they realize what the league might be way too far to get now.
Okay.
Yeah. So now the Orange, you try not to leave any gaps for fault, for error. So I believe.
So you believe it was a good move to have his best?
Yeah, for this team, I believe it was a good move. And for the supporters, you go there, you want to see Temizulu, you want to see Monte Nosa, you understand? You are not looking to see somebody that you've never heard of. And Duran came in, apparently he mesmerized the fans. So I believe the community of Palape was happy, even though that team was like about 8-0, man. That was crazy.
That's a crazy score.
That's crazy score.
There's another game that we had a crazy scores with Sega. What game was that?
Morap.
Is it FA Cup or it was?
No, FA Cup. The other game it was 3. I don't know much about 1-3 now.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, I think all the teams that were expected to win won except ORAPA.
VTM traveled to Ganzi or Ganzi.
Yeah.
I don't know how the people that side call it, and they came with a win as well.
Yeah, as team ya Premier League, they had to win. Yeah, they did the job they want.
Okay. Yeah, Mafuta had an issue at the beginning of the season. Beginning of the season, they were about to
They were about to do Masita.
They was going to do the Masita style.
Yeah, they wanted to.
And I wish him all the best, man. I mean, if he can get the FA, I mean, that would be a very good financial boost to his side.
Yeah, man, running football, Botswana is even worse because, let's be honest, what's the incentive to run a football? What are you getting away from it at this particular moment? Yeah. So Mafuta his point, you understand? The same way the guy was still pulled the plug, which takes us to the rollers issue right now. Yeah.
Okay, we'll talk about the rollers issue. It's a big one. It's a big one. Breaking news from Township Rollers. We know that SEBATA, the investor, is no longer with them. Press releases have been out, and they've confirmed that. But we'll talk about that just in a moment. Let's talk about Orange as a sponsor. If you are going to lose rollers, you are losing GU, you are losing now ORAPA. I mean, those are your top teams that can really give you a great crowd and a great kind of competition. What do you think is going on in their heads?
I don't think as the sponsor you'd be happy to lose your GUs, you're losing your rollers. You understand? At least the Center Chiefs they pull huge crowds. Yeah. But I mean, Orange as a partner of Botswana football, we sponsor the Kapota, I sponsor the for the longest time. You understand? I think we should give them props. Lorona, as fans, let's go to the fields. Orange mileage you talking. You understand? Yeah. But losing the big clubs in the early stages, I mean, Rollers lost their first round
against ORAPA.
Yeah, you are losing.
Who lost?
The game I attended, they are not only Holy Ghost.
How was it?
The game was okay. It was two first division teams, you understand. The football was first division football. It wasn't top football.
Yeah, I get
but
it. What about the crowd?
The crowd, it was a low crowd. Disappointed. I thought Manotwan will pull through.
Do you still have Manotwan Manzins?
Which Manotwan again has a Manzana? Notwan is a bit about whole.
It's like Gio.
It's not
but now they're trying to get
younger people, youth people. Because how do you attract people? By winning. Not only it's not winning. They are forever in the first division now, so they're not attracting the youth anymore. Sometimes they're not about whole, my guy. You understand? So that's the problem.
But we always keep on mentioning Northern. I mean, everybody really wants Northern to be big. Especially after Center Chiefs did what
exactly.
Everybody wants Northern to be big.
You'd love to have Northern. You'd love to have Ghana as Center Chiefs, Rolla as GU. So they function, a delay health. You understand?
First, Northern is a society, so? Is it a PTY or a society?
It's a society. Remember, it's more the other mini clubs under the Northern brand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sporting clubs, eh?
Oh, it's a sporting club.
It's actually a big brand.
It's not coming back.
It will come back.
Unless if some of the structures are changed. It's not coming back.
No, I have hope.
I'm with him, it's not coming back.
It's coming back. No, I have Northern is coming back. We need Northern.
You have hope or they're doing something that shows that they're coming back?
I don't know, man. But I mean, I got some Chiefs were already to pull up for quite a few years.
But not. But Center Chiefs will try, guys.
And Northern will come back. We need Northern.
Yeah.
We need Northern again.
Northern but I want you back, honestly. You need to be back. You need to be back. You need to be back.
Yeah.
Talking about back, the FNB Premiership is back on Friday. There are a number of games lined up. I mean, they're not like your top kind of category A games. Yeah. But Matthew was talking about how there are going to be a lot of upsets. I think Rollers is taking Chadive.
Yeah.
Tafik is winning.
ORAPA is hosting Tafik. Yeah, that's the game personally that I'll have my eyes on. More than any other game.
Tafik is winning against ORAPA.
Yeah.
I can bet Weststyle on it.
Betway.
Yeah, I'm on it. I'm on the money for Tafik.
Yeah, everybody odds.
I'm on the money for Tafik.
Unfortunately, I'm unable to disagree with you. I'm very much unable to disagree.
Disclaimer, it's a top Tafik. We need to be honest.
No, Tafik should win. So
Rollers versus Chadive. Rollers is with Chadive. It's against
Chadive.
Okay.
Yes, and then Flamingo Santos with Center Chiefs. ORAPA Traffic joining Matebele. Joining is hosting.
It's gonna be a great game.
Joining Matebele is a game. Joining is it's a game.
Joining is hosting.
If it's in joining,
we should travel.
Joining
Matebele will be a great game.
It's a good game. It's a good game.
Oro United is hosting Nico United.
It's a straight win for.
What do you mean?
No, G is winning, man. G is winning.
I think Nico came here and had a great game against what team was that?
Township Rollers.
Was it Rollers or just GU?
Rollers was in PBS.
GU first leg they played to a 0-0 draw.
Yeah, Nico is actually good.
Nico is coming here.
Nico is actually good.
Nah, GU is winning games now. Canada are fighting.
Yeah, no, GU.
They are fighting for the league now.
Galaxy beat Nico 1 nil.
1-0, yeah.
But there was a very contentious.
Comes over 86. Yeah.
Nico, they were denied a penalty.
Okay.
That they should have had. So they're not losing by a lot. So G should come in full focus, because otherwise this is where the upset is coming from.
Yeah.
And then VTM is with Ganas, BDF with Morupule, and then security systems with Sua Flamingos.
Santa Chiefs is playing?
Santa Chiefs is playing Santos.
Santos. Straight win again.
Just straight win.
Yeah,
just
this should be winning.
Santos were knocked out of the Orange FA also.
Yeah.
Sometime I get sort of getting me feeling like I don't have my stuff. Okay, talking about that, gents, I don't know if trouble is brewing a township, or it was an expected thing, or it's a shocker, or what. We saw some official letters from yesterday, where SEBATA group announced their decision,
their divorce
with township.
Yeah,
and then they responded in the morning again. Yeah. So township rollers also responded in the morning to say, indeed, this is true.
The divorce is happening.
Yeah, but I understand that the league is gonna run through. SEBATA would carry this all until May 31st. Yeah. I believe in terms of players, in terms of welfare, in terms of payments, etc., etc. That should be good. I think that's the first priority for us before we talk about anything. Are the players good? So I believe and I think they're good in that space. I think you should join us, man. I think you should, this is your territory, man.
Yeah, man.
I think you should join us.
Mate, come through.
Come to your seat, man. This is huge.
Yeah, with this one, Ibile, I've had a discussion with Matt.
Okay, this is huge.
So, not to me, it wasn't a shocker that SEBATA leaves.
Okay.
I think we saw it coming. We've said it. He's not gonna last.
Okay.
Yeah. The same way, you know, Jimmy Tele 1 year, SEBATA Wawita 1 year.
Yeah.
Another one might come about 1 year.
Okay.
Until and unless change a deal. Can I change your deal?
Yeah.
Yeah. But Matt, you posted something on Facebook, my
Yes.
What a problem.
What did he say? I didn't check it out.
He said Matata township problems are tofu to be solved. So I want to know what Matata thing is.
Big up. Solution is here.
Solution is here. Township problems. Solution is here.
Okay. First things first. The problem is not necessarily a rollers problem. I think it's a problem that keeps recurring amongst all teams. It's Center Chiefs, they have an investor, the next one, it's rollers, but not specifically for rollers. One, in the first place, you know the model that we approach, that we take as a team, or as teams, go no bolaya. But the model of investor, no, let's find an investor. That model is not going to work. We're going to find another one.
Okay. We are finding an investor, level man.
And what is an investor, actually?
Who's township rollers in this?
I've asked the question, what is
a society? Then there is a company. Another is township holdings. Yes. Who's running the club between these two things?
The club is run by the chairman, I guess.
From the
society. Okay.
And I think the society holds shares in the company. Now the problem is, as an investor, a lot of times investors cry from the same foul play. One, from the side of the investor, you're outside, on the fence, outside the fence, you're throwing in chunks of money, you're not getting anything outside.
Yes.
But right now, we can't say one thing that SEBATA Group was benefiting from associating from.
Let me stop you there. Why did he want to benefit from rollers? When the deal was on the table, what was there to benefit from?
Contractually, we don't know their terms.
But, no, I understand that. On face value,
but with me,
if I'm looking into a particular deal, on face value, there's already something that
you're supposed to. You're supposed to
say. It's either already keep thousands and thousands and thousands.
Now,
I need to know what he really wanted to benefit.
On that note, you can't do
because he's talking about throwing in
the gate takings. You understand?
Yeah.
For the SEBATA Group. More gate takings. I think I do with the interception here. Let's only the replica. So as SEBATA Group, only investor, what are you getting? Because in terms of our revenue from the league, There's nothing.
It's not much.
Now we are talking about somebody spent about 22 million. 22 million.
Against what? That's the thing.
Against
you need
what?
to spend versus something that you're expecting to.
Yeah.
I need to know that part. I think also these guys want to understand that part. To say,
Yeah.
okay, if I'm coming in, I'm SEBATA Group,
Yeah.
and I'm saying to Rollers, I have a check of 30 million here.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
What
Aubrey-
am I getting from your end?
Seems like Aubrey has something.
Yeah.
No, I wanted to ask, what was SEBATA selling before they came to invest in Rollers?
SEBATA is a transport mogul.
Is giving SEBATA mileage.
We're getting the mileage.
Yeah.
mileage
Great questions from the floor.
The mileage part doesn't necessarily work because mileage part is like the part is like an artist for formula exposure.
Yeah, yeah.
In the long run, it doesn't work.
It doesn't work. It's not sustainable.
They had
For hours, it doesn't even work in the short run.
where you benefit. Rollers is a very lucrative brand, okay? To any investor, to any person with money, it's very lucrative. If I'm not mistaken, Rollers have a membership of over 250,000 people, give or take. Any member, they're making money. When we speak numbers, it's a good brand. You associate with it, you show your products, they're going to roll. One, merchandise,
Gate tickets.
gate tickets,
Yeah.
and a lot of things.
And medical, what do they have? Funeral covers, blah, blah, blah. They have a number of things.
They're making money. It's a good product. But the question is Rollers in a position to accept that and be allowed or allow them to make that money? And also now, flipping on the side of Rollers, did Rollers really do significant research about the SEBATA Group?
No, I'm flipping it actually. It did SEBATA Group
Do a good
a real research on township rollers.
Yes.
Because rollers had what?
Matata Jagdish
Jagdish left, right?
And Jimmy.
Jimmy came and Jimmy was there for like a few months. Again. So how did you go in?
It's nothing new.
It's nothing
Like
new.
you're asking, did SEBATA Group do enough
Research.
on transition?
And also, if I'm an investor and I'm putting in 22 million, how am I signing a deal of 5 years? I should be done in 5 years?
Yeah.
I've spent 22 million in 9 months. Now, calculate all the other months. If I'm going to do 20 million every 9 months, how much am I getting now from?
Yeah, from the
If
business.
it's 25 a year times 5 years of the deal, that's another what?
Yeah.
25 million, that is we're expecting.
From the business point of view, hell,
Yeah.
kind of like you said, Kanya the investor. What do you mean when you say you're investing? You are putting in something with the intention of getting something. Like,
Thank you.
ultimately, you wish to get profits and proceeds from your investment. I want to investor bona profit in the past few years. Did Jimmy make profit from rollers?
I think Jack Dish did.
Jack Dish, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Yeah.
If there was someone who was to make profit, it would have been.
But with Jack
because
Dish,
he was in rollers when rollers was actually.
But with Jack Dish, I think with Jack Dish, you know what better because he's actually running some businesses in Botswana. You understand? So with SEBATA, like I asked, does SEBATA run businesses here? Does SEBATA's transport operate here? In terms of his mileage and everything, some tax exemptions
But
and
what is
whatnot.
mileage? I think you spoke about it. What is mileage?
You know the problem, the reason why I'm saying rollers here, because our concern particularly, our concern is with rollers because we want to see them doing well.
Yes,
Big brand.
it's a big brand.
It's good for football.
Yeah.
The reason why I say they didn't do their research with SEBATA Group, because I was like, okay, never heard of this name. What do they have to offer in the first place? Because remember, the model that we present, unless when we presented our model as a rollers, we left some things out that when SEBATA found out. True. Because the model that we present, if SEBATA was real and had money,
No, SEBATA was really and had money. He spent 22
He
million.
spent 22 million. That's real money. Yeah.
That's real money.
Yes.
had he known, I don't think.
Allegedly.
No.
I think had he known
And
a lot
okay.
of factors that came
True. I agree with you.
earlier, I don't think he would have put in the money.
Personally, I don't think SEBATA is going because he spent 22 million.
No, it's not that.
SEBATA is going, amazing. He wants control, 100% control of township holdings. But at the end of the day, if you are the
But
one
who
spending
wouldn't?
money, the welfare player, you are paying the stadium, you are paying accommodation, you want to have the control.
Do you know what control is? Do you know what control is?
What is control?
Do you know what the control is? No, we are not being fair to the truth. Our teams, our football is very dangerous. Our local football is very dangerous if you don't understand it. Because control is not SEBATA saying, you guys, I'm not going to give you your benefits, you're not going to do it. So they're saying, I'm putting in money. I want to understand the whole. We've printed 10,000 tickets for the Center Chiefs game. Decline.
Yes.
So what I say,
But that's accountability. That is.
we're trying
That is
to
good.
Francis Town. We need to know if anything is
Accountability and transparency.
Yes, and that's what we.
Basically.
But you know, our teams are not ready to give that. Do you know that our society-based teams are not ready for accountability, and that is the truth. You know why they're not ready? One, go to the gate right now. Do you know what Rompiano game as Center Chiefs There were allegations that they didn't make any money. Fans are there.
Yeah.
Did you think
I was
the
actually
crowd?
coming to that to
That's
say,
the thing.
apparently they made like peanuts,
They make money. But do you know why they
and
didn't
apparently he was angry.
He was angry.
Apparently he was angry, and he promised that he was going to let go of almost a number of very.
Yeah, let the one out traffic. You know.
So I think they had an impulse at the
because
meeting.
we don't have the right people in the right place. You understand? That's the other thing.
Because of the society model, we need to get away from that
How do
model.
you have control when you find somebody who has no idea about public relations? I think a spokesperson is a team. You can't appoint.
I'm gonna say something here. The structure that ha submit your club license imbo. Why santse bua ka bo di chairman, the secretary, the treasurer roles it's a society. Like why is a chairman important? Why is a secretary? Why is a I don't know if you get me.
What are they?
Like we need real officers.
Are they required?
Yeah.
That require
In the club license.
Yes, that requirement.
Because do you know the issue is what? There's what we call compliance. Pretty much it's set up as a tender. What do I comply? Yes, you comply. And then you go back to default settings. To what you know, okay, so this is how we want to run our things. This is how we want to run other things. Don't forget not to
Yeah. Somebody, a very reliable source, was telling me how Rema Melody was so good in terms of managing finances, in terms of admin.
Melody is a great
at township rollers. And somebody had to make sure that he doesn't last.
He wouldn't last year.
Because there was a lot of accountability.
Because he wanted to do things by the book.
He wanted to do things
by the book. And
that person was telling me that, you know what, if we used to spend 600,000 per month, we went to spending around 300,000 per month.
Yes.
Because of that guy.
Because there was a lot of wastage.
And to a point where Jack Dish, when you came to him, he was like, no, there's a CEO, go to him. Because he knew that guy knows how to save my money.
Exactly. Yes. But that's what we need.
Yeah. You know why you don't last? Guys, this thing starts at the training ground, okay? That starts at the training ground in that being by team, if I may use that name. What are they doing at the training ground? Why are they having conversations with players?
Let me ask this thing.
Why are they part of the operations when you are owning 10%? Isn't society about 10% at rollers?
Something what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
We find that more teammates. Okay. Ghana's not doing it, but how to
like what
are you benefiting from that? And can the society sit in in terms of monetary?
Do you know society? Where Mahale, who for this line but available 6 no Baba Nalin. On the side, you know, cash.
What's I cash? That's the thing.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna post this. Let's say 250,000 active membership for township rollers.
Yeah.
Let's say 300,000 replicas for township rollers, probably per season or more.
Even if you say 100.
Even it's okay, 100. Yeah. Let's be realistic. 100 replicas, right? We speak about the sponsorship on the T.
Yeah.
Whether it's yes.
Yeah.
What else? We speak about the tickets, gate takings.
Yeah. Yes.
How much would you value all this?
It's a lot. You're looking per month.
Okay, per month, how much?
Because membership 250,000 active. Each member contributes about just 5 pula. Just 5
every month.
Not every month. That's a lot. You're looking at over $1 million from membership only. Your gate takings, we are going to be modest. Attract 5,000 fans to every game here rollers. Just 5,000.
And that's being modest.
That's being modest for a team H1 rollers, whether it's away or home. Just 5,000.
Rollers is never away.
Can rollers run itself without an investment?
No, just
50,000 t-shirts. 17 million.
17 million.
That's crazy, man. My next question was, can rollers run itself?
So if things were done proper,
can they run themselves?
Things would be, I think it could go a long way.
You know that rollers from where they sit, if they put in the proper administrative phase, guys of our society, stick to the society. hire a qualified CEO, pay him 100,000 a month. He will run rollers.
Give him KPIs.
Give him KPIs. He will deliver. Hire a marketing person. They will get 5,000 people on the stadium every day without fail. If they fail, you take them away. Hire security personnel. Hire accounting personnel. The account engage the auditor. Could have a proper structure. Some company rollers will do well. They don't need a sponsor. People will be coming to want to associate with them. There's paid partnerships, not sponsors. Sponsors are gonna more than But where rollers says, I'm a big brand, I have the numbers. If every member of rollers answer 5 puller, let's say they're 250,000. When we are being month, answer 5 puller, tells the team every month. That's more than $1 million. Replicas, 50,000, 17 million.
Yes.
In a season.
Okay, we pose this question to you. Do you think rollers can actually run itself?
It can.
Yes, and
we'll hear from you.
And like Matt said, this is not unique to township rollers, guys. Yeah.
Thank you for that. We're talking township rollers, but we're talking
it's not unique. Ghana say fell foul to this. Center Chiefs did not do any. GU. Why is it because they were fighting with the society before he came back. Right now, Center Chiefs signed a 15-year deal with Stanton Fredericks Football Group. Like we were saying, did they do that? Did we do enough research? What did
when they came in, I just said, guys, that's just Stanton Fredericks. He was a star player back in the days, but I wasn't quite sure in terms of management.
But do you know where the danger in our comes in? When the team falls, when the team is falling apart, no one comes. Center Chiefs is slowly becoming attractive again.
Yes.
They've engaged a beautiful PR agent, Even his peers mentioned we were somewhere.
No, that project is very interesting.
It's very interesting.
Nice project.
And then now, look at it this way. Once the team gets on track, buy the member team. Just wait for it.
That is the problem. That is the problem.
You know, as Tafik was doing well, being on top of the league. Even more that they're always ready to come when
things are good.
You know that happened to Mbalagalungu. They were winning games for First Division North last season. They were winning games. They were ready to be because no one did to invest. Bemba team came. You know what happened? First weekend with Bemba team, they failed to travel to Sorowe or Palace.
Okay, guys, I have a statement here from SEBATA Consolidated Holdings. It's not a statement given to me. It's a social media statement. Unfortunately, the regulatory complications, including absence of operator approvals as required by the league's constitution, has rendered SEBATA's continued involvement untenable. As a result, SEBATA has formally initiated the divestment process and no further operational role or financial obligation within the club structure.
Yes.
Ha ke tsore ke sekgowa ke balele sekgowa ba mpha ya Setswana ha ke tsore le tae tlhaloganya ka ya mme ke dikile go e bala re le tlhaloganya ya reng ka Setswana ha ke tsore o e o ka e rarabolla ka Setswana ga re batlo re go tene re bua etswa mo go rona re bua etswa mo pampireng ke ha pele ga ro
motho fa yone ba gore ka ha ba buang ka te ba re dilo ka ha di tsamang ka teng ga se tsone tse ileng gore di thokiwa ke league se ba se buang ke gore se se iragalang ko rollers ga se se thokiwang ke league jalo he go tswella ba kopana le rollers ga go
tapale
gore ba na le se ba se tshabang gore gongwe ha di implication di ka ba affectile so ba re ga ba se thole ba amana go pele operational roles and financial obligations within the club structure. Rather higher May 31.
But how can
I this top as a township project? Because not a hell of a very back on the son me, but I'll try to let the player until end of season. I don't know if that is maybe from the goodness of their hearts.
I think in negotiation about the separation tabling.
Do you think it's gonna leave Des?
Certainly.
No,
do you think he found a lot of debts?
Yes. We inherited the debts, Jimmy inherited the debts, Jack Dishman inherited the debts. It's a change.
So whoever's coming is going to have to face it.
He's going to have to the debt.
You know what the good side of this is? There's a time when I was talking to a number of the so-called older players at Township Rollers. Because one thing that's about the group or the Rollers SEBATA relationship was doing, I think they were in the quest of releasing the older players. because almost all of them have a one-year contract. And I think most of the contracts are ending in May.
Yeah.
All those top senior players. For me, that I didn't like that. I'm gonna tell you why I don't think rollers should release their older players or whoever they think is they call older players.
Yes.
I believe that there's a culture in township rollers. There are values at township rollers. Township rollers is not like your any other team that comes in. And I think almost all the young players that have come to rollers, they have really failed to stand up to that kind of culture and kind of expectation.
Yeah.
You get me? And I think if you're going to have 5-6 players living just like that, who have been with you for like 10, 15 years, I don't think that would be a great thing to do.
Yeah, ultimately, but we don't know because I believe SEBATA group, they had that vision. But now my worry, it seemed like there was township rollers and the SEBATA group and there's a divide in between. Because you know, when you go to township, there are whispers, people are complaining about.
Yeah, people are talking,
yeah, in the management. Management on SEBATA group and they're complaining. But these are supposed to be your people, you're supposed to be going in the same direction.
Yeah.
But it's like rollers is going this way, SEBATA group is going this way. But you're supposed to be in a partnership. You understand?
Would you give Musha a 1-year contract? Would you let Musha go for free?
I would.
For free?
Yeah.
Okay, you have.
Would you make Musha
there are a lot of players that we term old, like the over 30 scorers. Yeah, I would say I would keep some. I'll release.
No. We need to be blunt. We're in a podcast. Would you let Musha walk for free?
Right now.
Yeah.
Right now, I think I would let Musha go.
Okay.
Right now, I think I would. Personally, I would even take it.
Walk right all the way through, Johnny.
I think I would take it even further. Okay.
Yeah.
I would let Musha and the Simi go. I would have Zinto, Simon again.
As a mainstay.
As a mainstay, Zinto would be there. Maybe you get another person, get a Mangwedi, you understand, partner him with Mangwedi. Take the partnership forward, or whoever. There are a lot of nice center backs with him.
Okay, my reason for saying I would let them go, if I take you back a bit, I think 2005, where the rollers revolution began. Like, remember they had like 2 seasons, but
after promotion.
After promotion, they won the league, and then after that, they released a lot of players. But the time they signed the Boka Onemole Febo, who is they? They signed Group A. I think there were about 5 players.
Yeah.
They signed Boka Onemole Febo and they let go of Bo Schoolboy, But you know, that was the revolution of rollers. Remember, after 2005, Police won the league. Then Echo, then we got Chiefs again. Then after that, we got GU, then rollers came back again. But we level Lord they build. When Bomuluba came into the team, you know, rollers went through that. And they became a dominant force for the next decade. Maybe it's time to say, you know what? We appreciate you guys. If you are staying, understand that you will not be playing 90% of the games. And also now, some of these senior players, they are associated to society. Yes, and that's the divide.
I don't think that's true.
That's the divide.
You know,
I think that's that's scapegoating. I think that's what people always.
That's the divide.
I don't think any senior
because this thing is about society. You know. And this players,
I don't think township roller senior players are that influential, and I don't think they're actually even concerned about all those other things. And most of them are actually way more reserved to even have conversations about that.
Yeah, but still, we can say whatever. Mehla rollers need to be refreshed.
That's why I'm saying it's scapegoating.
The players, I know some of them personally. They're nice gentlemen. They're always willing to give the chance. But it's me and you, the fans,
if you say so,
who comes and says, why Moshe is Satanic? Moshe has no problem with giving youngsters. Moshe is ready. He's won everything. He's played KEF group stages. He's played for the nation.
Almost all those gentlemen are humble dudes.
No, they are. They are dudes that are nice guys.
Now, the conversations that start for society, but they carry weight because it's about society. But these guys are here again. Let's have a fans put pressure.
No, ultimately, when we say the players have another problem. They do their job. They go there, they do their job.
You can find a younger and better player.
You think it's time for them to rebuild?
It's time for them to
rebuild. Definitely, it's time to rebuild. It's time to rebuild. It's time. Rollers need to rebuild.
So you're saying township roller supporters
about what?
Should be willing.
When last did rollers win the league?
I can't even remember.
Before COVID.
I can't even.
And I don't think right now, if you don't...
They believe they were robbed
the
the
team doesn't
COVID league,
refresh,
though.
huh?
But we can.
Nah.
They believe they were robbed the COVID league, but okay.
Yeah,
no.
were.
I was asking this question.
Yeah, they were.
I was asking this question. Do you think Township Rollers supporters today can say yes, we are ready for at least a 5-year kind of barren period because we are rebuilding?
No, they can't.
They can't.
They can't because already Banyuerilo, Rollers hasn't won for a while. Not even Orange FA Cup or whatever. They're not winning.
But
so,
also,
but that's the thing with being a big club. Again, you're expected to rebuild and win at the same time. You don't have the grace period like a smaller club. That's the thing. Yes.
Center Chiefs they rebuild, and next season they'll be competing.
Do you think Township Rollers are willing to make? Center Chiefs supporters, they're taking leave, bro.
They haven't.
They had taken leave.
They're winning the FA Cup.
They were taking
They're
leave.
winning the FA Cup.
They had taken leave.
Center Chiefs.
They're winning the FA Cup.
Township Rollers fans have two things. They can say, guys, let's rebuild and start, and then work towards something to achieve. Or they say, no, we want results now, and every season it's over change, bring in a new coach, fire him, bring in another one, and get no results.
But it's evident, or with the current players, they're not winning.
They're not winning.
It's given. They're not winning with the same.
It's not about the players, but there are so many issues outside the field that needs.
No, there are so many. What change you the investor? What change you the coach?
That's the thing.
They know change the player. What change you the
But China bring players every season.
Who buys? Who buys?
They are buying players. Are they playing though?
Who buys the players?
They are buying players, but
It's a
players are playing.
Because you know the reason why.
That's the thing. I wanted to ask, why is the switch? The switches are into society.
Wait.
The switches are into
To the investor.
to the investor.
When there's no money, we go to the investor to collect money.
I believe that.
That's the thing.
With the Rollers, it's simple. The society, you know that the Bayern model.
Yeah.
Society, kind of Bayern is owned by a society.
Yeah.
What Rollers need to do is society and then oversight. Society can be.
Even Barcelona, you understand? Yeah.
They don't need to do day-to-day running.
Yeah.
They just need to be an oversight. Society should elect a board of directors who represent the society, who will oversee the team. What point to a CEO? What chairman level treasurer?
Bocha mena bata go rana team ba tsemo society ba go e rana at offices.
CEO.
Yeah.
So that they get fired.
Yes.
As director of football, Rinne Scout,
But now accounting.
Bana accounting with them.
But society about.
Bana le contract, bana negotiate. Gonne
Okay, these guys, for instance, Mamelodi is
we really analyze.
he's engaged
Yeah.
as the technical manager. Scouting, you are the scout. We should know. We should know that okay, team Yegi, it's a big team. Can you know why our players Malazinga they don't move a lot? Because our documentation is so bad. They're so secrecy. You know how we are always scratching our heads about simple things as players' age. The player is good. How is it? Search social media, you can't find
There's nothing.
their own team. They post happy birthday player.
Yeah.
How are we going to know? What player is the more profile reach or no? This player. Hakili a big team, for instance, case in point, Orlando Pirates,
Yes.
building for the next 5 years.
Yes.
There is a striker who was one out.
Yeah.
How
You start monitoring and tracking.
No documentation.
You call it track and trace.
His peak. No, he's still 22.
After 2 seasons.
So I don't know player now. What's going on? Because
Okay.
that's our players.
Yeah. We really posed the question to you, and we really think Rollers can actually get out of this, right?
Yeah, they can.
We believe Rollers can restructure and Rollers can do better than whatever they're doing. Another question:
Ghana
Do you,
says
if
so.
Jack Dish was to call, and say, "Guys, I'm ready for a conversation,"
I think
do you
Jack
think they should accept that call?
I think Jet Dish, when he comes, he's still going to come at the terms. It's an idea. Give me 100% control your township holdings. That's the thing he wants. If you don't give him that, he's still not going to come to the
Who's giving him though?
The society. The society are going.
Which the society?
Okay, let me tell you something you don't realize.
It's like a movie. Which the society?
Let me tell you something you don't realize. You know, very soon, teams like Rollers are on the verge of extinction. And I know it's
Yes.
controversial.
No, it's coming. It's coming. Yeah,
I know you're not.
Yeah, it's coming.
Society.
Yeah.
The end is near for them.
Yes.
Because you look at teams like Galaxy. You know, ORAPA is a mess right now, but I run your society. Soon someone will come and take over, and it will be fine. VTM, they are heavy.
No, VTM, they're okay.
They are okay.
If they get financial power, they're good.
Center Chiefs,
Yeah.
these teams that they're slowly positioning, they're learning, they're seeing how to do things. Once they get the structure in place, society,
They should
we're
be.
going to sit here and say, Rollers at a number 15.
Fact checker, can you go into SEBA's website? Let's check.
Yeah,
Let's see if you push township rollers there. Do we have 10%?
township
What do we
holdings.
get? What do we get?
Is it
Township
Remember, we work with facts. We don't want to spread any
Township
fake
holdings.
news. We don't want.
Check the township
We are not there to destroy. We are trying to pose the
Yeah.
questions that people never pose.
No, we're not township
We're trying to
holdings.
bring out solutions that we believe can take us.
Because I'm telling you, teams now, you see Nico is struggling, but I think Nico is one of the well-run teams around in the Premier League now. I think I've been following them since last year.
Metro
No, let me tell you.
Very soft spot for Nico.
But they're doing something great. I also love Nico and I love Matebele. I don't want to lie.
Replica last season.
No, but
I also have a soft spot for Matebele from my end.
The communication from their page, it's always professional. Okay, meeting me. I mean, they don't have the financial muscle, but the way in which they are going, you can tell. Okay, this team, given a chance,
they'll go somewhere.
If big, teams like Nico to survive, we need big teams like Rollers, like
It's true,
teams
true.
like
For those games, for those
Boji,
big
for those
games.
games. Because Nico needs one game. They need one game in Rollers to make sure that they hit their million. Rollers have a trend. Nico
Yeah, true.
we are going to take them head on. It has to be. It's a ripple effect.
Yeah.
It
It doesn't.
It doesn't motivate them. And then you see now this year traffic has a lot of offense.
A lot, yeah.
They have a lot of offenses.
Yeah, true.
But because a lot of offense, they're not really, they don't belong to any teams because they're the younger generations. Premier League, like TV Sunday soccer. Now they're coming back.
And shout out to us, Ben. I saw a number of comments, people saying we're back to watching the FNB Premier League because of you guys. So shout out to you guys also for that first episode. The guys are really looking forward to even the second one, the third one, and everything.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
We should do well.
More.
Anything?
Are you sure it's township holdings?
At this point, we don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the older generation.
Older, yeah. But that is what.
So we're gonna have to share more here.
Yeah, it might take us more than this episode to do that, right? Fact check, I probably think you'll come back on the next episode for that with that information.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, thanks, man, for popping into the township rollers issue. Any last word about issues of investment, issues of finance? Just a few words on it.
Just my take is simple.
Yeah, do you think our football is marketable? Do you think our football is marketable?
Yeah, all those questions. Yeah.
Can be marketable, can be very marketable, but right now it's not yet marketable, but it can be marketable like it used to be. It used to be marketable. It can still be marketable. But when we talk of issues of investment, we really need to have honest conversations because I have a problem with this investor term. No, let's find an investor for the team. I have a problem because investor were milking him or whatever. I don't know. But I feel like as a team, we need to sit down in retrospect and say, okay, as a team, these are the people running the teams. More coaching, more player. Let's not associate with players. Player how we it starts with the small things. Man of the match, next game, we don't care about the welfare of the player. His injury is out. But as a society, let's step back, appoint a board of directors or something, have a company format, RNL, CEO, HR manager, finance. Let's be able to be accountable.
Let's be a proper company.
Proper company. Stadium, some people, that's their source of income. When you are going to get inside the stadium, our football can make a lot of money.
That's a cultural.
A controversial one for the last time. Why do you think e-ticketing is failing this much in our country?
We don't want it.
People hate e-ticketing.
We all have smartphones. Okay, how many smartphones are here now? 10. They're more than we are 10. More than
Big
10. No, we don't want.
Ninjas hate e-tickets.
Yes, remember what my
They
statement.
prefer money at the gate.
Because e-tickets,
Is it because it's quicker to pay at the gate? Money.
No,
what I
because
say?
the e-ticket,
Do you remember what I said?
And you can't get something.
You can't get nothing.
Yeah.
How was that e-ticketing? Because it means now they have to be transparent.
Yes.
Are we all saying as a team, 16 teams in the Premier League, we are failing e-ticketing? No. We can't fail e-ticketing. I gave me e-ticketing. we talk to Mascom, Orange, okay, we should be able to get to this platform more socially, not only everybody has internet, there's free internet, we should be able to be getting e-ticketing, but e-ticketing eliminates a source of income for a lot of middlemen in there.
Yes.
So e-ticketing is not a problem. We have talented guys who can set up any
Nah,
system.
that's very easy.
So it's not an issue of that.
Some years back, when I was PRO with Sharps,
For Sharps,
years back, we had a meeting about e-ticketing. Those guys were presenting something brilliant. I was younger then, and I was very excited, and I congratulated them.
Yeah.
Then when I looked on the table, a lot of people were not happy.
You
They
know
were asking a lot of questions,
Yeah.
and it never actually happened. It never occurred.
Yeah, that's what Matt is talking about.
E-ticketing can't happen.
Yeah, call it the middleman.
All like the middleman. We are saying, here's the team. The team, Hotamika Rollers Chiefs, there are 30,000 spectators.
Yeah.
We need 40 people who are 30,000.
Yes.
We don't want it because those are the tickets that are sold. And I remember e-ticketing means you keep track of the tickets that are sold.
Yeah.
I hope they register 5,000 tickets when we sold 5,804.
Yeah.
We need that 804.
Yeah.
So e-ticketing, it's a good way to,
That's why it's a ticket 10.
it's a problem.
Ka re nela we ga wele we register o mongwe.
Then had SEBATA and Salam, I think did 2 million.
What is he getting from
But honestly, I
Salamite?
think my last
Yeah.
words are that,
Yeah.
you know what, as a Premier League, we need paid partnerships. Even with FNB, I think we can do better in terms of putting the FNB brand to out there to the people. The league needs to find creative ways. I still say, for a lot of teams, we don't have the right people in the right places. Case in point, no offense, Matty Willing, you know, their social media officer.
That was bad. That was bad.
That was bad.
That was bad.
A bit reckless because then that's an internal matter.
It's an internal matter, yeah.
Just goes on to say, okay, I'm there, I want to invest in it.
Did they retract that thing? City posted and telling them this is not good.
the following statement.
They did.
Because they were taking the media.
Big up to them. That's my team. Big up to you were too excited.
Those are small things that those are the small things that we don't need at any point in time. Okay, we need our players to be disciplined, of course. And, you know, our players have a long way to go. We have to support them. But let's build. Let's not throw them.
And the social media page should be professional. You how post I got post my personal account. You understand?
Or maybe remember this thing we carry. Maybe we post in a personal account.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah,
we should separate. We should separate funny.
Yeah, proper structures.
Proper structures, you understand?
Yeah.
Sometimes I think it's you know, when you training ground, you find that what training you are. But being by team is training from after training. Yeah. They have comments sometimes that are negative. Okay, team support the coach. Yeah, true. And you know, we need structures that will coach and accountable side. Even in terms of negotiating for investors, can we have trusted
can they hire big professionals?
Big professionals who are going to get into
people study this thing.
Who will revise inside. The group is the perfect partner for this. The group not the perfect partner.
Yeah.
The professionals, rollers can afford to pay them.
Yeah, true.
And
100%.
Do you still think Bemba team and whatever, do they still have an influence on who gets to play on a certain day?
No, 100%.
100%.
So interference in the thing.
100%. It has never stopped. It has never stopped.
But also, I think
then we still have a long way.
But also we need to limit access to our players. I always say, I don't believe in players who can access players' role. Good players need also to take this. Take heed of this advice. They're employed, okay? They're there to play football. As a player, limit interaction with doing like associating with these guys. Go there, train, play football, block out the voices. How you are not working hard enough, you how can be? And then no, you know what?
We just
you're supposed to be playing. I get a coach as a pick because Owen missed 2 sitters.
Yeah. No, thank you so much, mate. The very first friend of the show. You know you're always welcome. You know your insights are always the best. You were not controversial.
For a change.
You were not controversial.
Yeah,
I don't know. You will tell me if he was controversial or not. But we try not to be controversial.
No,
and we always speak and we try not to speak things that we don't know about.
No, we
only speak things that we think.
We build.
No, thanks a lot.
Destroy. Yeah. Matt.
Next time we're going to talk about the these players, professional players playing during the holidays, I think it's a topic we need to talk about. I have a very different view towards that, but we'll talk about it when the time comes. Okay, next and probably the last segment, betting explosion. Have you seen that?
Betting
Did you see the
explosion.
numbers there?
Before the last segment, we have VAR. It's easy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll get to it.
Yeah.
Gamblers place 150 million bets in match alone. Man, this is big money. This is big money. Where's our pie? Where's our in here?
So people have the money. Sports people have
the
money.
money. Because
Why are they calling them gamblers? Did they say gamblers, right?
yeah, gamblers, they're gambling.
It's a gambling.
No, gambling. No, gambling is a word. No, it's a word.
Gambling is a good word.
I think like gambling.
That's money. Respect them.
If you are a football,
Respect those
footballer-
clients.
No, we are respecting them. They're gamblers. Okay, they're professional gamblers.
Yeah.
Okay, let me fix. Professional gamblers play 150 million bets in match alone. Who that have one? It gets interesting. More than 220,000 people bet in match. Over 220,000. And apparently these match numbers were just 40% of the total market. 40%.
Crazy.
Betting has crazy money, man. Crazy
So
money.
betting is here. Betting is taking over, and a lot of people are excited, man. A lot of people are doing it, and I don't know. I don't know your story about betting. I don't know if you're a good. Is there a good and a bad better though? I don't know.
The best.
There's no such thing.
before-
But the people who are making good money out there, right?
Yeah, that people. Yeah, I've seen. I got a page here. Betway. I think it's weekly or whatever. They share
They
the big winners. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I've seen people make big money, dog. For my 80,000 from Mango Betty 20 Pulanyana, people are making big money from this thing.
So I think for me, we introduced this conversation because we want to talk just a little bit about betting. We're not experts in betting. We'll obviously have a chance to call in someone from probably Betway to come in and ask a lot of questions that you guys will have. So if you have questions, you can always comment those questions and we'll take it up with them.
Yeah,
for me, my issue was issue of responsible betting, man. I don't know if we are responsible enough as individuals.
Yeah, I think today we're getting a role yeah, Botswana Gambling Authority.
Yeah.
But to give them props, I think for the past few months, 2-3 months, I think their visibility is more because I believe betting should be done responsibly, like you are saying. If you overdo it or you do it irresponsibly, it has. Nonsense.
Okay.
Yeah, because if you're 250 million, my guy, this is crazy.
This is crazy money. In a very unemployed
Unemployment
society.
Yes. The allowances, my guy, they're not. Yeah. So, like you're saying, I think we need to have one of the people from the betting companies check.
Then we can have that conversation.
Yeah, only the education, because we need proper education.
We are not here to misrepresent anyone. That's why we are not going to take this conversation anywhere further without inclusion of.
We'll engage furtherly the professional.
But we need those guys to really. Because the reason I'm worried, I saw one of the offices here, Bonteng. I think it's in Bonteng.
Yeah.
Anyway, and I'm looking into the locations. And I'm like, I don't think this is good, but I don't know. We'll ask them. We'll ask them in terms of the location. How does it affect that community kind of thing?
Yeah. No, I think it's a discussion we will have. Until and unless let's hear from them.
We should close it.
Yeah, we should.
Okay, big up.
Yeah.
VAR is coming, like you said. I went to BFA yesterday for some engagements. There were a lot of guys there, and I was asking, what are these guys doing? And they said they've been training for VAR.
Yeah.
And I also saw a post of one of the sports football journalists in the country.
even Football Association posted.
Okay.
Because they're doing it in conjunction with FIFA and COSAFA. So they're training our referees to go National Stadium, right?
The National Stadium.
And on that note, the stadium are they capacitated to host VR equipment?
What is capacity?
National Stadium.
No, what infrastructure do we need?
You understand?
Technology is there, softwares are there. I don't think it's a big. I honestly don't think it's a big thing.
Let me. I'm very optimistic.
And VR is not. It's no longer a new thing. So there are other. I believe there are versions to this thing.
Yes.
I believe there's high grade and
the lower grade.
we can say lower grade.
Okay. Grade
but I didn't say higher grade, right? Okay. I think the high grade and lower grade.
Okay.
I don't think we're gonna go all the way to the Champions League kind of standard, maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Let's hope.
I think we can pull it off.
Let's hope the training that is currently being undertaken. And but we need VAR functional.
Yeah.
Understand? Let it function.
So with VAR, how many people do you need per match? Oh, the referees, whatever. Probably around what, 8?
Capacitated, because in other leagues you would have about 1 to VR and the assistant is paid.
Okay, let's say 3.
Yeah.
Just what?
Yeah.
Then for people.
That one we are talking about the referees, the video assistant referees.
Yeah.
But then you have the technical people, of course.
Okay.
Yeah. Because the referees they're not technical as well.
But that's a good source of employment then, right?
It's a good source of
the guys who have done IT, software engineering, etc. and etc. And also it's going to come to that. I think their terms of reference are going to change as well. So I think there's more money.
You need to pay these people.
Yeah.
You need to pay.
With VR, I think that will be relooked into.
So that means VR or
yeah, because they never complain, have they?
They've never complained.
I don't know. I've never heard them complain.
They have so many times.
They have.
That's why the Satawi Sabegalembala Galungu Chobekwa, the referee because
I thought you were gonna drop a name. When you said that's I'm like, no, we don't. We're not ready to be sued yet. We are not liquid enough to be suable. So for now, whenever we made a mistake, please. We're just kids who are passionate about football. Yeah, we kicked it before, but we are not very good kickers of football. Then we decided to speak about it.
Yeah.
So Issa, you can call me M in short, and thank you very much. It has been a wonderful session with you.
Yeah, Mr. O, because I was to you know, man. It's been
but Mr. O brings a new name every session.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. What do you expect? Mr. O gets about to all the time. Like, the biggest brand.
The biggest one.
The biggest O in the country, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's been a good day, man. Yeah, until we meet again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ta.
Sure.
Thank you, guys.